It's no secret that the Fortis Colosseum is probably my favourite piece of content in old school Runescape. So I had a thought, what if you were to take on the Colosseum from scratch? No GP, no items, and using only the loot you gain from the Colosseum to sell for gear upgrades. How long would it take to complete? Here we are at the Fortis Colosseum. I'm going to be taking this thing on from scratch. The rules are incredibly simple. I start with absolutely nothing. Besides the Colosseum, I only have access to the Grand Exchange where I can sell the loot I get from waves to buy gear upgrades. And finally, I want this to be a challenge. So there is a budget restriction on gear of 4 million GP. That should keep things interesting. You know what? I'm going to start with a subtle flex here. Check this log out. I've had some pretty outrageous luck here in the past. That is a Soul Heretic pet at 33 KC, 2 Tonal Sticks of Ralos, a complete green log. Disgusting, I know. I think the beginning of this challenge might actually be the hardest part, doing wave 1 with absolutely nothing. Let me just quickly explain what that's going to entail. So wave 1 spawns a Serpent Shaman, which attacks with magic, so praying against that, priority number 1. But with every wave, the Fremenic Warband spawns. And I think this is the biggest hurdle to this challenge, or at least at the very beginning, because I used to think these guys were pushovers. Turns out they're really not. The melee Fremi can hit a 29, the Ranger a 14, and the Major a 12. You only max hit against these guys when you use the style they're weak to, so magic for the melee, melee for the Ranger, and range for the Major. And that's all easy enough when I'm used to doing this in near max gear, but today, all I have to start is my fists. Let's just send it. Let's just send it and see what happens. Modifier time, and I'm not actually sure what the best pick here is. Typically, I'd go Blasphemy, but I think for this challenge, Frailty is going to be the play. Okay, so plan of action, straight behind the pillar, and walk up and down, try not to get hit, and do damage. Fantastic, taking damage already, that's really good. The rule of thumb with this Fremi Warband is, as long as you're moving on the tick they attack, they won't hit you. So if I can keep this up, we're doing good. I am so rusty, I'm getting destroyed. I've only got 30 hit points. Oh, if we can deal with this Major, I only have to pray melee and we're chilling. Oh my God, what the that was like a...
Bye, have a beautiful time.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. One big kick. One big kick. Huge kick. I mean, we take damage, but it's fine. Now we can just lazy flick melee, deal with this guy, and the rest of the wave should be pretty free. I'm not feeling too confident after all the mistakes I've already made, so we are just going to lazy flick this. One mistake, and we are being clawed to death. Hey, the first wave complete, finally. God damn, 13 minutes, oh my God. Oh, wave 2's a rune plate body. That would be so good. Nah, give me my Sunfire Splinters. Get me out of here, that's 12k GP into the budget. Okay, they sold for 11.6k. Now it's time to think, what can we buy? What can we buy with these riches? Genius idea from the guys in Discord. Blighted Ancient Ice Sacks. The thought of using blighted supplies hadn't even crossed my mind. These can only be used in the wilderness or on PvP worlds, but fun fact, on PvP worlds, the Colosseum lobby is completely safe. Not only that, but I mean, come on, look at the price comparison to regular food and potions. It's just a no-brainer. So with my 11,600 GP, I ended up bagging myself 20 ice sacks, an adamant halberd, 20 blighted Karambwans, and 1 blighted super restore. Bargain. Okay. All right, okay, we've got a slight problem. The ice sacks aren't ice sacking right now. Yeah, it's almost as if they have a natural resistance to ice spells that I had no idea about. There we go. Fremi Warband dealt with, 63 HP. That's better than last time. The magic of the halberd right here. We can safe spot the Jaguar most of the time as long as we don't take the myopia modifier. And there is another wave 1 down. And that's just not worth my time. All right, another 11.6k. What can we get? Oh, hold on, I'm cooking here. I've got priest robes. I've got magic ammo. I've got a battle staff. Imagine Soul Heritage seeing this walk in. He's got to be shitting himself right now. Oh? Wait, how did the freeze land on everything but the melee? There's our third wave one. Number 4. There we go. Right. I should have some pocket change saved up now. Now that we weren't working with literal pennies, I managed to bag myself some pretty game-changing, budget-friendly gear. And this is what we need to push some harder waves.
And then we're still doing this. And again.
Oh, that's so nice, though.
Up.
Oh my god, it's so fast. Oh, that is so... Oh my god, the quality of life. There we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's worth it. That's worth it. All right, we got our first little off-ticky wave here. We're just going to run out, mage into range. Beautiful. Nice and easy. This crossbow might be the best purchase I've made so far. It's so good. And there we go. First wave 2 completion done. Is wave 3 worth it? No. Cheeky black D-hide upgrade and even some Karamja gloves for a tiny bit of strength bonus. Another wave 2 down. Ooh, that's pretty nice.
I think you should get a magic, like Warp Scepter, or I think Trident of the Sea is actually cheaper.
Yeah.
That'll help you with the Fremnix early.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, another rune plate body. I've got to do it right.
Do it. Menti Mayhem too.
Yeah, I've got to.
What'll get you is, if you're still doing this when the reinforcements come out, so you don't have magic.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah.
Die.
Yeah, for sure. Magic upgrade needs to come next. This crossbow's a little slow though. Be nice if you could hit a bit harder. Hello.
What are you asking for from a 5k weapon? Come on.
Honestly, it's doing great. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, but it could do better. Wave complete. Earth orbs.
That's not a unique. That is 111k total.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a pretty good amount of loot to cash out here, and I think I'm just gonna safe it for a good mage upgrade. All right, I've bought a Nezi, a red D-hide shield, and my Trident just bought for 55k. Big upgrades. Oh, that is so satisfying. Now that we've got a way to deal with that warband for all combat styles, I really feel like we could probably go all the way. It would be a little bit rough at later waves with bad spawns, but I think this setup is nearly as good as it gets. God damn. How am I still taking so much damage from these friendly warbanders? It's so depressing, man. Like, Settled was able to do that. Taking, I mean, he died in the end, but he did most of the waves taking no damage. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave! That's how I feel right now. I've made an absolute mess of this wave. I don't even know how I ended up here, don't ask, but it should be fine. Okay, yeah, we can deal with the mages without pulling out the ranger, that's fine. So we'll deal with one of these mages, and then I think I just go on the other side of the pillar and deal with the manticore and the ranger, because they should attack on the same tick if I run out, right? Step out, range, mage, melee, back to range. The ranger attacks every 5 ticks, and the manticore attacks every 10. So this wave is done, and this is going to be a PB. This is wave 6. There we go, wave 6 complete. I'd like to go a bit further, but I think I'm probably going to cash out there because we are very close to a significant upgrade. If that is not the most beautiful looking GE window right there, 500k in cold hard cash. Add that to the other cash in my Colosseum runs here. We have 1.4 mil. At this point, I was wondering what upgrades would really make a big difference. And the only thing standing out to me that I didn't have yet was a strong melee weapon to defeat Soul Heritage with. At the moment, that was just the DDS, and that wasn't gonna cut it. So with all the money I'd saved up from consecutive Wave 6 runs, I bought myself a few new toys. Unfortunately, I ran into an issue. The next handful of recordings became corrupted. I couldn't recover many of them, and the ones I did recover had no audio and were a little bit janky, but here is an example of one where we actually hit a Sunfire Fanatic helm after completing Wave 4. Nice. So of course, I carefully deconstruct this mess of a pillar stack, and I claim the Sunfire Helm after completing Wave 5. After the cash injection of the Sunfire Helm, this is what we're rocking. I don't think it's going to get much better than this because we're sat at around 3.2 million GP. The Granite Ring, the idea was a little bit of extra defense, but that's like trying to block a 50 caliber bullet with a piece of paper. It's not going to help. The Antler Guard though, huge value. Offensive bonuses, negative defenses, sure, but I think offense is way more important because you're trying to get rid of NPCs in the first 40 seconds before reinforcements spawn. Ladies and gents, we've done it. We're here at wave 11, the final wave, but I have terrible, terrible modifiers. I'm taking Dynamic Duo. Here we go, wish me luck. Okay, I'm going around. May have been too soon. Okay, good, good, good. Bad, bad, bad. The Manticore can see me. Oh my days. Oh my god. Oh my. I have been chanced like 3 times already. Oh my god. Make it count that 4 times. 4 times. Humble. Can we recover this? Okay, the Major's on the off tick. This is horrible. Oh my god. Oh, I only just realized there was a way to pray against that Major, at least after the Manticore. Oh, that's so sad. Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that one back. This is Colosseum LOS. It allows you to simulate waves. Really useful tool, by the way. I'm just gonna simulate what I did there because it was so dumb. So, wave start. First thing I do, like I always do, is I run to either my A or B tiles here. I see I've got a double south spawn. I wait a couple ticks, so they step in twice, and I don't even know at this point what these Manticores are going to attack with. I know here, in hindsight, they attack with range first, but I don't know at this very moment. So the big mistake I make, and the biggest mistake a lot of learners make when they do Colosseum, is not waiting to see what the Manticore's attacking with. The smart thing to do here is wait, because what happens here, they step in, and I see that Manticore is now attacking with range. Not only that, but if it was attacking with mage, I've now waited long enough that these 2 Shockwave Colossus up here have blocked LOS everything else on this side of the pillar. So let's say that was a mage Manticore, now it's safe to run around. Now it's safe to run around and camp mage. So what I did was I run over here and they come down, and after these 2 ticks, I'm already here, I panic, I'm quite rusty, I panic, and I run straight around here at this point. And this is where this sneaky little Manticore plays a trick on me that I honestly didn't see coming. Everything else crashes down here on the south side of North Pillar, except this Manticore who sneaks in here. I'm dealing with Fremi Warband up here, and guess what? There we go. It's attacking with range first. I'm camping Mage Spray because I see these 2 Majors, and then boom. Manticore cycle comes in here right after the last mage attack, and I take an absolute dome crack with a range hit. I'm dealing with the Fremi Warband, I start panicking, I've got volatility 2 on, so I'm taking a ton of damage when I kill the Fremis. It's just a terrible situation to be in. It was definitely solvable. It's sad that I kind of crashed out there. We were so close to completing it. Here we go. We made it all the way. Soul Heredit. Tons of supplies left. And we got an Echo Crystal on the last wave, so the pressure's on. I'm not on a UK world for some reason. I think it's the PvP world rota, so here we go. Hopefully the ping doesn't kill us. Nice and easy. Simple steps. Let's not greed. Let's not greed for hits. Okay, and let's not try to be too smart either. That messed me up. Beautiful. Alright. Phased him. No solar flare, so it's very nice to stand on these little square tiles here where the solar flare normally goes. Beautiful first parry. Okay. I'm feeling good about this one. Usually, I always say getting to Soul Heredit is the hard part, and this is the easy part, but this is by far my favorite boss in the game. Oh shit. Oh no, I've cooked this one. Oh my. Okay, I think I just got chanced. And I need to get out of this corner. This is terrible. Recover, recover. Perfect parry. All right, we're stable, we're stable. Honestly, the whip's hitting really good as well. Another perfect parry. Beautiful. Oof. Nice. Back around to the beginning. Another shield slam. Another shield slam. Another shield slam. Bro's just smashing it. Another. Oh my god. No way. That was outrageous, honestly. Oof. Not ideal. Nice. Nice little move around there. Honestly, it's a good job we saved a ton of supplies for this. Because I've made so many mistakes. Honestly, I couldn't tell if that laser was on me there. I didn't want to risk it. Oh shit, stabilize, 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 stabilize. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. Final phase here. Probably straight after this parry. Damn, my boy loves his shield slams. My god. Alright, here we go. Final phase. This is where DPS matters most. Shit. Woo. Humble. Come on. One big hit. One big hit. Hey! We did it! We did it! Oh, beautiful! Let's have a look at the goods. So here's what we had in the end. About 3.2 mil and then about 100k in supplies. Really, it was the Guthix D-Hide that inflated the price of this so much. Beautiful amounts of loot, an Echo Crystal as well. Challenge completed. Another quiver for the collection. Feels good, man. I've really enjoyed this. I think next time what we'll do is if I do something like this again, maybe if you die, it resets your progress. That would be fun. If you enjoyed this, if you want to see something else like this, maybe in a different piece of content around the game, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. Appreciate you all. This has been fun. And I'll see you all in the next one.